can, have your weights with you. Have a chair.
Use this, probably this chair.
Now, what I'll also ask you guys to do is have everybody go ahead and go to mute. I know Nancy will go to speaker. And the only reason I'll ask that is because, like I said in the Qigong class, we're having a lot of feedback lately. So it makes it hard for me to teach, because then you guys get a feedback loop and it kind of gets funky. If you want to talk, feel free to unmic and talk. But it'll be, I think, easier on everybody's connection if we just all mute except for me. Okay? So
I'm plugging in, so I'm going on radio silence.
Okay, over and out. Roger Wilco. Okay, let's go ahead and let's get the arms moving. And kind of get the feet swaying, just get everything going. You know, I'm going to sound like a broken record to the Qigong people because I just talked about this. Arms to the front. But we want to start warming up everything from bottom to top, usually I like to do when it's getting cold. So we're going to start, put our left foot out and just roll our ankle around in a circle here. Obviously, I'm not jerking it or going crazy. I'm just warming it up. Other way. And also, like I was telling people in the Qigong class, I find the warm-ups to be the most boring, annoying part of the workout. But if you don't do it and you hurt yourself, then you really feel stupid. Okay, switch feet. So it's always good to warm up the car before you take off running here. Other way. Okay, hands on the knees. Let's warm up the knees. Warm up the back of the legs. Now we're just going to bend, straighten, straighten. Don't lock the knees. Just go down and come up. Down and up. I'm not just thinking about moving my knees. I'm also thinking about getting my hips to bend, getting my back to work. There's a lot of things going on in this little motion. And let's stay up. Come up. Hands on the hips. Draw a circle on the ceiling with your head. Okay, now I'm making a point of that because some people do this. They do this thing, which isn't horrible for your hips. I don't like it so much. I like to just move around with the top of my body here because I feel like it opens up the hips a little bit better. It gets the back working a little bit better. Okay, other direction. Chin to chest. Let's roll left ear to left shoulder, right ear to right shoulder. Left ear to left shoulder, right ear to right shoulder. Just nice and easy, nice and easy. Okay, let's stop in the middle. Look center, look up, look center, look down. Center, up, center, down. Center, up, center, down. Stop in the middle. Left ear, left shoulder. Center, right ear, right shoulder. Center. Left, middle, right, middle. Left, middle, right, middle. Good. Okay. Hands together. Let's roll out our wrists a little bit here. Kind of looks like you're an evil villain rubbing your hands together, but I'm rolling my wrists around here. Other direction. It's got to be nice to these little throughways, meaning your ankles, your wrists, your neck. There are these little bitty pathways that we take for granted. Open and close those hands, get those fingers working. Now again, you may feel this is a little much for warm-up, but if it's cold, you want things getting to the tips of your fingers. You want energy getting to the toes. Okay, good. Okay, let's just start with a little march. Now you can pick up your feet, you can pick up your heels, but we're just going to go for a little march. I'm going to set up our timer while we're marching. And what I want you to do is we're going to do some 3-minute rounds again today. And what that means is we'll do a 3-minute round, we'll take a short break. We'll do a 3-minute round, we'll take a short break. And I'll cue you guys on what the next exercise is during every round. So So don't worry about that. If you have any questions on what's going to happen, that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm going to go through. So don't worry about it. Come on, timer. Okay. I'm going to put the timer up near you guys so you can hear it. Okay. In 6 seconds, we're going to start with half jacks or full jacks.
3, 2, 1.
So we're just doing little half jacks right here. If you want to do full jumping jacks, feel free. But if you're only a half jacker, that's fine. If you have to hold a chair, that's fine. If you can't, if you're sitting in a chair and you just want to swing your arms, that's fine. Okay, there's always something to be done. I know that's easy for me to say. Keep going. You know, because you might say, well, you don't have this issue, you don't have that issue, and you are completely right. But even if you can't move, you can breathe. And breathing is very fundamental. Not just wheezing, working on your breath. So keep moving. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, knees up, march it out. Now we were walking, now we're lifting those knees high. If your knees can't get high, well, do what you can do. Hold the chair as needed. Okay, in about 10 seconds, we're going to bring our heels to our butt. Now again, you just do what you can do. 5, 4, 3, 2, and just like your chicken scratching for feed here or something. Okay? Try not to rub your feet against the floor too hard. I don't want you to catch your foot on the floor. But heels to backside, heels to backside. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to cross those knees up. One knee left to right hand, right to left hand. Again, if I'm holding my chair, I'm just going to bring my knee across my body. Looks like a little Broadway dance. If you can't raise your knee very high, well, that's fine. Just raise it to where you can. Just a little twist and get the body moving. We all have to work from where we are, and that's fine. But when we get stuck in the can'ts and never wills, then usually, well, we're right. Last 20 seconds, keep it up. Five, 4,
3, 2, 1.
quick break. Grab a drink as you need it. Grab your weights up. And remember to mute yourself, please, if you haven't, because we're getting a bit of feedback, like I said. So if you have to say something, unmute and talk, that's fine. But let's stay muted unless you have to, you know, have a question or anything like that. Okay, in 10 seconds, we're going to get to the weights. So have your weights ready. 4, 3,
2, 1.
Now all we're going to do is I'm going to hold my weights at my side. I'm going to tip to my right. Come up, tip to my left. Now all I'm doing is like I'm leaning to my side to pick up a bag of groceries or a suitcase or whatever. Okay, I'm working my obliques. Side, 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 side. Keep going there. 30 more seconds. Don't jerk around with the weights, so don't try and like come up real fast. Take your time. Okay? With cardio, I want you to go fast. With weights, I don't. Good. Keep going. Okay, let's go to curls. Bring it up quick, down slow. Up quick, down for a 4 count if you can. Up quick, down for a 4 count. Up quick, down for a 4 count. Up. Keep going. "30 more seconds. I know it's killing you, but that's the point. Sorry, I was having a bit of camera problem there. I had to get in and fix that. Up quick, down slow. Up quick, down slow. If the muscle is starting to get tired, guess what? That's what I wanted. Okay? This shouldn't be something of, oh my gosh, we should go on to something else. 3, 2, 1, good. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my shoulders, shrug them up to my ears, and come down. Shrug them up to my ears and come down. When I do the first few, it doesn't feel like much anything. Okay, but after a while, you're going to start to feel it. Okay? Shoulders in your ears and back down. Like you're saying, I don't know, coming back down. 30 seconds. Working those deltoids. Well, just say your shoulders. Up and down. 10 more seconds.
3, 2, 1.
Weights down. Quick 30-second break, and we're coming back to it. Next round, we're going to go into our boxing. Okay, so that's coming up in 20 seconds. So have your drinks, put your stuff down, do what you got to do. Now feet about shoulder width apart, knees are bent slightly, hands are up. Okay, we're going to start here in 5, 4,
3, 2, 1, go.
left hand, right hand, just jab and cross, jab and cross. Notice how I get my whole body to move versus just going like this, okay? Some people do that, they look like they're chopping. I want you to turn and twist while you're punching. Get your whole body active. Five, 4, 3, 2, and twist. Really twist to the sides now, like you're reaching out to punch somebody next to you. Big twist in the hips, from left to right. I don't recommend you box this way, but that's not what I'm worried about today. I'm worried about you opening up the hips and moving the core. Good. Now we're going to do uppercuts, like we're throwing food into our mouths here. We just circle backwards. Okay, try not to hit your hands. Make a nice big circle. It's easier to tell if I go from the side here. Okay. Keep going. Pick up that pace a little bit. Bend those knees a little bit more. Pick up the pace a little more. Don't hit yourself in the face. Ten more seconds. Come on. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Keep going. Keep uppercutting. And good. Okay. Hooks. I'm going to come around like I'm closing the door. Closing the door. Closing the door. Okay. I bring the other hand up to the jaw. Now you might say, why do I have to bring my other hand up to the jaw? The short answer is because I said so. The long answer is because when I let this hand get lazy, my hand's being lazy. Okay, so one hand to the jaw, other hand hooks around. The martial arts, be it boxing, wrestling, kickboxing, or whatever, it's good for your whole body. Okay, it's not like I want you to go out and fight with anybody. This is not going to make you ready to go out for a fight. But in the martial arts, when you hit something, you got to use your whole body. You got to use everything. You got to breathe. Okay, so it is the most difficult fitness exercise you can possibly do. Okay, 10 seconds left. 5, 4.
3, 2, 1.
Good. Quick break. Get your drink. Grab your weights. Come back. Okay. I actually just had some karate shirts made through Teespring. I need to try and make up some designs for the fitness class for SIU.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Okay, now for this one, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take the weights. I'm going to step out, lean my body forward, keeping my spine straight and strong. Don't slouch. I'm going to take my right hand and pull my elbow up. It's called a lawnmower. Looks like I'm pulling the lawnmower cord. At this point, if you want to have the other weight down and hold a chair or anything, or hold your knee, that's okay. But I'm just going to pull that lawnmower cord over and over again. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Feeling it across the body, feeling it in the lower back, feeling it probably in the shoulders. 20 more seconds. Last 10. 5, 4, 3, 2. Grab your other weight up, or other hand at least, and pull that lawnmower cord. Okay? Use your leg for balance. Use the chair for balance. Whatever it takes. But I'm twisting up and back. If you've ever tried to get that stubborn mower to start, you know what I'm talking about. Keep going. Everybody complains when the mower doesn't want to work in the summer, and they complain when the snowblower don't work in the winter. Just can't keep them happy. Keep going. Twist. Back and forth. 20 seconds. Do you want to have the power to pull that cord? Okay, let's grab both weights up. And again, you can stay in that bent stance. Okay, feet can be in line, or you can be staggered in your stance like we were earlier. And I'm going to fly my arms out. So I have my arms rounded, and I come up into the sides and back down. Like you're opening up a huge bag of potato chips or something. Okay, so you pull out. Now, I keep my arms rounded. I don't come up over my shoulders because that pinches my neck and my shoulders. I just open up. I should still be able to see my hands kind of in my peripheral vision. So I can still see my hand at this point. If I pull up too far, then I'm going to pull my shoulders at a joint. I mean, not literally, but almost. Okay, so you got to be careful. Keep the weight under control. Lifting a weight doesn't prove you're strong. Controlling a weight proves you're strong. So don't just lift it. Control it. 10 seconds. 5, 4.
3, 2, 1.
Weights down. Water. Come back for round 3. Back into cardio. Weights down. Grab your drink. 15 seconds. I know I've been kind of on this kickboxing kick, as it were, but we'll go back into something else probably starting next
3,
week.
2, 1.
Hands up, and let's
Go.
just do a little kick out in front of us. Some of you may only be able to stick your heel out. That's fine. Some of you may be able to kick as high as your knee. Some people may be able to just go as high as your own head. The secret to where you kick is you got to point your knee where you want your foot to go, which sounds kind of silly, but it's absolutely true. So if I want to kick as high as my waist, I got to lift my knee to my waist. If I want to just kick to my shin, I just kind of, putter my foot out like that. Okay, keep going. Now, let's go side to side, like we're pushing the door closed with our foot. Lean to the side, push. Lean to the side, push. Five, four, three, 2, 1. Now I want you to grab a chair, a wall, a person, whatever you want. Grab onto it. I'm going to take the leg that's farthest away from the chair, person, wall, whatever. I'm going to bend it. I'm going to pick it up into a hydrant and come back down. Up into a hydrant, come back down. Now some of us are only going to be able to just wiggle our knee a little bit. But if you can, bring your knee all the way up. If you don't know why it's called a hydrant, go ask a puppy dog. They'll tell you. Keep going. It's going to burn. It's going to get your booty active. It's going to get your, or your glutes, if that's what you prefer. It's going to get your legs warm. And let's switch. You may need to turn around or whatever you got to do. I'm going to bend this leg, lift, and come down. Okay, I'm not going to hold a chair so that way you can see the exercise. Knee comes up, comes down. Now, some of you may have hip problems and say, I can't lift my knee that high. Well, just don't. Okay, some of us may not be able to lift our knee at all like this, so I tip a little more to the left. As I tip, it makes it easier to raise that knee. Okay, there's a point where when I'm like this, yeah, my knee can't raise because I'm straight up. So I got to tip a little. Okay, so that's perfectly natural. Sometimes we get it in our minds we can't do something, and then we just don't realize that there's just a little form issue. It's not that we were unable or that we are not as athletic as someone else. We just didn't understand the movement. So that's what a good trainer should be doing, is explaining that to you. 10 seconds. And they should also be taking your mind off of that extreme fire going on in your leg and backside.
3, 2.
Okay, good. Okay. Last break, and then we're going to get into the weights again. So you got about 20 seconds. Grab your weights up. This time we're going to get real active. If you're having balance issues, you may not want your weights for this round because we're going to be doing some lunges and squats. If you don't have balance issues, then you may want your weights with your lunges and squats.
3, 2.
Okay?
1.
So holding on to your weights, I'm just going to step back with one leg to lunge, step back with the other leg to lunge. Okay? Now, if you can't do that, then hold your chair. Okay? Back and lunge. Now, again, I want to try not to jut my energy forward because then it hurts my knee. I step back and I bend back and down. Okay? So the work comes from my quads, not my kneecap. Your kneecap has no muscle that's lifting you up and down. So if your knee hurts, bad. Okay? Very Frankenstein Halloween-y. Bad knee. Don't do that. Okay? Stepping back, stepping up. I've been on a universal monster kick lately. I've been watching all the old Boris Karloff and Lon Chaney Jr. movies, all that stuff. I got the whole set of the different movies, so forgive me if I get into a kick on that. Okay, holding your weights or holding your chair, we're going to squat. So I sit my bottom back and down. Come back up. One good question that is actually posed by a famous director is, why is it in the old movies the Wolfman strangled people to death? I mean, he's a wolfman. Why was he strangling people? Like every time he attacked somebody, it was always, ah. That made no sense. Little food for thought while you're doing your squats. 30 seconds left. Again, I'm just trying to take your mind off it. Maybe you're interested in that fact. Maybe you think I've lost a screw, but maybe you're not thinking about your squats either. Okay? Again, your knees should not hurt. They should track with your toes, and your bottom should be sitting back and down. I should think about sitting back with controlled energy. So I don't flop back like a teenager landing on your couch. I sit back so I can control my weight. 3, 2, 1. Holding your weights in front of you, calf raises, up and down. And my wife and I have been on a kick of that lately with all the different monster movies. I think we're going to wrap up the month with Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein, which of course that has the Wolfman and Frankenstein and Dracula. So it's kind of an all-out everything. So I know some of you were curious. Again, I'm trying to take your mind off that burning fire in your calves. 15 seconds. But then you think, well, Matt, why'd you make me think about calves again? Well, I would say because you weren't enjoying my Universal Monster story. So I'm going to tell you. 4, 3, 2, 1. Weights down. Good job, everybody. Good job. Okay. One more cardio round, and then we're done. I think I told you the last rest was the last rest, but, you know, don't listen to me, right? I'm just kidding. Listen to me. But obviously we have this rest. 20 seconds. We're going to do full-out kickboxing this time. That means we're going to do hands and feet. Okay, so put your left foot forward and your right foot back.
2, 1, go.
Front hand, back hand, hook, and uppercut. Front hand, back hand, hook, upper. Front, back, hook, upper. So it's 2 straight punches, a hook, and an uppercut. You might find that difficult. That's good. This is not just to work your cardio. This is not just to work your strength. This is to keep your brain active. Now, I know this is a cancer program, but that's why, one of the reasons why, boxing has been introduced into people who have Alzheimer's, dementia, issues like that. Because it not only helps with the nerves, it helps with the mind. So the combination might be a little hard, but that's why I'm doing it. Jab, cross, hook, upper. Couple more, and then we're done. We're moving on to our kicks and punches. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going to go ahead. Jab, cross, jab, kick. Jab, cross, jab, kick. So I just lean back and kick with my front leg. If I'm not able to lift my foot and kick, then I'll go jab, cross, jab, and do a little crunch from where I am. Jab, cross, jab, crunch. But if you can kick, give it a kick. If you're sitting in a chair, punch, 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 and lift your foot up. Okay? It still takes energy to pick up your foot even when you're sitting in that chair. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, shake it out. Go ahead and stand in just feet about shoulder width apart. Hands are up. We're going to bend our knees slightly. And when I say go, we're going to punch as fast as we can. Ready? Go. Left, right. Quick as you can. Quick as you can. It's a 30-second sprint. Go, go, go. Don't lock your elbows. Okay? Just little punches like this. Just quick. Push with your feet. Move your whole body. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. If you can talk, you ain't going as fast as you can go. 3, 2, 1. Nice and easy. Breathe it out. March it and move. If you really left it on the table just then, this should feel nice. If you didn't, and you're thinking, that wasn't so hard, go faster next time. It's all relative to what you can do. If you have an injury, obviously take it back. If you can go a little harder, you go a little harder. You feel like your heart's racing
3,
too fast?
2,
I agree with you.
1. Rest.
Good. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's have a seat and let's stretch. I don't have a chair, so I'm going to make a little makeshift chair here. do our same stretching routine that we often do. I'm going to have my knees together. I'm going to grab under my legs, and I'm going to give my legs a hug. Just come down and love yourself here. Let your lower back stretch. Now, there is a common misconception that if your back hurts, you should bend forward. That is not always the truth, okay? Actually, I would say more times than not, it's not the truth at all, okay? So let's go ahead and come back up. What you want to do is, yes, forward bends are good, but you want to not forget to go backwards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold on to my knees here. I'm just going to open my chest and stretch forward with my back. Okay, so the idea is I'm opening to the front and pushing my spine forward. I'm not cracking my neck back. I'm just kind of pulling my head up out of my shoulders. Come back down, grab your legs. I like to think of the human body as just a huge washcloth. And all you're doing is wringing out that stress. You're either twisting, turning, pushing, or pulling. Okay? Come back up, open your chest, and open your spine. And come back down. Okay? I've made this analogy before, but the muscles are just like rubber bands running through our body. Okay? If I take this rubber band and I put it here, yes, it's good for my body to bend forward. That stretches the band. But also to come back helps the band kind of go in the other direction and kind of decompress some of the other muscles. So it's not just a matter of bend forward to make your back feel better. Okay? Let's put our left hand on our right knee. Let's look up to the corner of the room and twist back. Here's another one. A lot of people always think, oh, if I just pop my back, just pop my back. Because chiropractors will pop your back. But chiropractors know what they're doing more than we do. So just popping your back doesn't cure your back. What I want you to do here is think about a nice long twist. Not just through the muscles, but through the spine. And come back. And you always think you're twisting your lower back. Your lower back doesn't actually twist very much. I want you to listen to your back this time. Put the other hand on the other knee and twist back. Now stop and think to yourself. Is my lower back twisting as much as the middle of my back? And is the middle of my back twisting as much as my upper back? You see, the spine twists more at the top and the middle than it does at the bottom. So although you might think, oh, I'm twisting my lower back a lot, your lower back doesn't really twist very much. So if you have a lower back pain, twisting might help, but it's not like popping it back into place like people always kind of get in their mind. Okay? Come back. It can help, but it's not necessarily the end-all be-all. Okay, so don't pay attention to how low or high my knees are up. It's because I'm in this little baby-made chair. I'm going to put one hand either on my hip or on the chair. I'm going to raise the other hand straight up. I'm going to tip towards the lowered arm and reach up to the corner of the room. My goal is to make my left side long, stretch through my left side, through my rib cage. I want to try not to just make a muffin top on my right side so much. You're going to get some kind of, fat roll here no matter how skinny you are. But don't think about crunching your right. Think about extending your left. And that's another thing. When we exercise, don't worry about how you're looking. Everybody always does. Well, what if I look like this? Nobody's looking. Everybody else is worried about how they look. Come down. Other hand up, other hand down. Tip. That's the number one issue in gyms and everything like that. Is somebody's worried about how they look, and that's usually how they get injured. Oh, I'll lift some more while somebody's watching, or I'll do this or that. None of that stuff's important. What's important is what you're getting out of it. So nobody's looking at nobody, especially not with these tiny screens. Come back and come down. Okay, so it was a good workout today. Anybody have any questions or issues, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to log off and you guys can still talk. But have a good one, guys.
Bye.